July 24th, 11:02 a.m. 11:02 a.m. in the morning Saturday. I've been thinking about replacing my 2900 Fit Sport manual with a 2021 Subaru Crosstrek Premium manual. And here is the price of the Subaru Crosstrek. Manual 6-speed blue. I don't want any of these options. It's worth about $24,345. And I found out my Honda Fit Sport was about $4,000. So if I go out and sell the Honda Fit, I get $4,000, but I have to spend $24,000 to get the Crosstrek. I would have to spend extra $20,000. Now the reason I'm doing this calculation is to figure out when does it make sense for me to change it to a new car, a new vehicle. Or vice versa. The other argument is when does it stop making sense for me to keep spending money repairing the 2900 Fit Sport. So if I have to do this now, I have to spend extra $20,000. And let's just say, assuming I take that money, I go invest in the stock market or some sort of investment vehicle. That will give me 7% return annually. And year one, $20,000. Year two, 2022, $21,700. So between year one and year two, I will make this much money, $1,400. So let's take this number minus this number. I get this number. By year three, it would have worth $23,000. So take this number minus the original $20,000. I get $2,900. Okay, so on and so forth. Therefore, I'm assuming 7% here. Therefore, let's just say by year, by year 7, 2027, if I find out between now until year 2027, I spend more than $10,000 to upkeep the Honda Fit Sport, to keep it in good driving condition, then it does not make sense anymore. At that point, I might as well just spend the money and go buy a new car. Okay. Now, this is assuming at that time I will still be able to get this exact vehicle worth this much money, which I highly doubt it's going to happen. By that time, Subaru probably got rid of this car. They will no longer offer a crossover at this price with that kind of feature, with a manual transmission. So now so basically this calculation is there just to give me an idea when I should stop spending money repairing the old vehicle and just change it to a new vehicle. Now, is it possible for me to spend $10,000 within the next 6 years to repair my old vehicle? It's possible if I have to change out all the suspension, change out the subframe or the cross member, change out the engine, change out the exhaust, probably have to do an overhaul of the upholstery or the seats inside the car, do a cosmetic repair, and then fixing all the rust on the outer body, on the body, change out the headlights, etc., etc. So within the next year, if I spend more than $10,000, then it does not make sense anymore. At that time, I might as well just buy a new car. One way to test this is between now, July 24, 2021, until July 24, 2022, would I spend more than $1,400 to upkeep my car? Now, I never keep track of my spending on my car. That's a bad thing. Maybe I should start doing that. And if I spend more than $1,400, then consistently, year after year, that's year one, I spend more than $1,400. By year two, I spend more than $3,000 cumulatively. Then I know it's time for me to change cars. And this is assuming 7%. So if I return 8%, it'll be this number. By next year, if I spend more than $1,600, it's time for me to change to the new car. If I go 5% return, it would be $1,000. If I spend more than $1,000, it's time for me to change to a new car. Right now, depending on what my the investment market return, it will determine when I should change it to a new car. I would say if I use 7%, that's a good bet. So if I just use 7%. So now my job is keep track of how much money I spend on my car, the old car, and to see if I exceed this number. Next year, I'm going to upload this video on the YouTube, and then I'll start keeping track of how much money I spend on the car. Next year, and I'll see if I spend more than $1,400. So that's it. This is a good exercise. Just keep some sanity check into what kind of the decision of changing to buy a new car, replacing the old car with a new car. Okay, that's it.